The United States Border Patrol has exciting and rewarding career opportunities with the nation's largest law enforcement organization.
Border Patrol agents enjoy great pay, outstanding federal benefits, and up to $20,000 in recruitment incentives.
If you are looking for a way to serve something greater than yourself, consider the United States Border Patrol. Learn more online at cbp.gov/careers/USBP.
That's cbp.gov/careers/USBP.
I need new music.
This is the JJO Discover New Music Podcast.
Joining me from Staind, Mike Mushock. Mike, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for taking the time. Before we get to music, I do got to ask, because I know you're a Massachusetts guy. Are you bummed that the Celtics got knocked out?
I was there.
You were there? Oh, man.
Yeah, I was there. It was the worst. So it came to Game 7, and my son was like, we got to go. And I was like, and so I went and got tickets. And yeah, I'll be honest with you, I have a friend of mine that's from Boston that lives in Dallas now. And, so we went to Game 3 of the finals last year, and I'm kind of peer pressured into this. He's like, I'm bringing my son. Come on, we're going. So he said to me, he's like, I'm bringing up Jack. We're going to Game 7. Do you want to go? And I'm like, let me see. So I thought about it for about 30 seconds, went online and bought some tickets.
I mean, you Celtics fans are diehards, and I figured being from Massachusetts, you had to. So I apologize for bringing up a sore subject. I know that was tough.
No, it's all good. I mean, we had a good time. Well, listen, I mean, the second half wasn't very fun.
Yeah.
It was good.
Well, you guys still got a good run at it, I'm sure, next year. So hopefully, fingers crossed, when you go to Game 7, it'll be on the winning side. You'll be all right.
That would be great. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, enough of basketball talk. Let's talk new music, man, because this is very exciting. Brand new Staind coming out, Confessions of the Fallen. This is the band's first album since 2011. I know a lot of people are bringing that up, and we weren't sure if we were going to see this ever again. I mean, you guys have never really said kaputs in a sense. You've been doing stuff on the side. Aaron's been doing stuff on the side. I'm sure the other guy's staying busy still in the music, but with Staind, hopping on that proverbial bike, if you will, do you fall right back into playing Staind music, to writing Staind music? Maybe tell us about getting back into that Staind mindset for Confessions.
It never really left. I mean, I've always been there because it's something that I've known for, you know what I mean, and started there in, 94. And so that's really kind of what it is and kind of what I am,
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty easy, and it was good to get back out there. And, listen, we had this planned, in 2019, we kind of came back and, did some shows, and everything got pushed off with, the whole COVID thing. But we were able to, continue on and, did that Corn tour in 21. And that was really kind of where, we had talked about new music, and I had a lot of songs, but on that tour, I spent a lot of time writing and really getting the backbone of what this record was going to be. Yeah. And was able to get in a room with Aaron and play him some ideas and say, hey, what do you like? What are some some directions, and demoed a lot of the songs. And that was really kind of where it kind of, plant the seed to really getting this thing, moving.
You're always thinking Staind, and you have to shut that off maybe for your other projects, but really deep down, it's kind of always that Staind brain is always working.
It's just always been there. Yes, don't get me wrong, man. I love, playing with Adam and Zane Sonia. It's those guys are great. I really do enjoy that. And it's tough. I think he always knew, Adam, even with 3 Days Grace, and I'm sure that's, because that's where he came from. Staind's kind of where I came from,
Yeah. It's in there. Like you said, since 94, it's kind of hard to shake that. That's like, your first love. So it's there for all of us here. We're super excited at having that hiatus and now seeing brand new Staind. Do you feel that pressure getting back in the studio when you guys got back together, bringing that music to Aaron and to the guys after that chunk of time? Is it ever like, all right, if we don't do like a vintage Staind album, people are going to hate it? Tell us about that.
It wasn't so much vintage. I just said it has to be great. That was the one thing. It was like, this has to be great. There's no, you know what I mean? There's no way it can come out and just half-ass it. I don't think anybody ever goes in making any record thinking anything other than that, but I mean, but you're right, with that time off, you really want it to stand out. And I got to say, I mean, I'm real happy. I think that to me, it sounds like Staind 2023, which is what we wanted it to. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more modern sounding. I think when people get to hear the whole record, people even listen to whole records. I don't know. But, I hope they do, because I'm really proud of it. I mean, I think that I'm really happy with the way that it came out.
Well, let's build on that. Do you have a favorite track on the new record that really stands out to you?
There's definitely a couple that stand out to me. God, the problem is I don't remember the names of them. We had literally, it's funny. So when I come up with something, I put like some stupid title to it.
Okay.
And it wasn't until recently they actually got real names. So it's like, I still don't even know what they are. No, I'm just real happy with the way that it came out, for sure.
We got to dig into that. So when you put something together, you may just say it Mike's Dum Dum Track version 1, and then Aaron will come in maybe, or one of the guys will think of a clever name for it. Is that how that goes?
There's another song that's coming out, and I won't tell you the name of the song, but it was called Single Noti. That was the working title. There was one song that we did that we never finished on the last record. It was called song number 3. So anyways.
So it'll be a nice surprise for you too when the record comes out. Oh, that's the name of that track. We got her the name.
It was like a riff that I wrote that I thought it sounded like Metallica. It had harmonics in it, so I called it Met Harm.
I love it.
Yeah. You got to put something to what it is. You know what I mean? And,
Right. Keep them tracked. Awesome. Well, whatever we got coming out, we're super excited. Obviously, in the current single, Lowest in Me, which is out now, and given that little taste to it, we're going to see more from it. It drops later on this year, I believe September of this year, which we're really excited for. And then you guys will be out and about. I asked this to a lot of bands, especially with bands with the storied history of Staind, and looking back at the career and the albums you've made and the sound exploration that you've done. Where does this one sit? And you kind of mentioned briefly, it's Staind 2023, but in the evolution of the Staind sound, where do you think this falls in?
I really liked the last Staind record. I mean, I was really happy with the way that one came out. I thought we, kind of went back to, a little bit of heavier sound, but yet there was still like, It's Been a While, Outside, like these ballady type of things, and I've always enjoyed that too. You know what I mean? I played acoustic guitar for 6 years before I owned an electric guitar, growing up. I mean, I love that kind of music, so I think trying to be a little bit diverse. And I think that this record is maybe a little bit more diverse than the last one. It still has some super heavy moments, but I think it also has some of that softer moments, I guess, if you will. In fact, that was one of the songs that I can't remember the name of. It's probably one of my favorites. It's this chromatic thing that I really descending line thing that this song came out great. I was really happy with it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, again,
Better days.
All right. You got those, if we just keep going, they'll just slowly keep coming back.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh my God.
Oh man. Well, we can't wait to hear more, and obviously see Staind out and about doing their thing. You and Aaron and the rest of the guys. It's been too long, so we're very, very excited about that again.
Bring out the love.
Listen, rate, share, subscribe. Discover new music now at WJJO.com, in the JJO app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Brock has a new interview every Thursday evening between 6 and 7. 94.1 JJO.
I need new music.
This is the JJO Discover New Music Podcast.
Confessions of the Fallen, brand new Staind on the way in 2023. Much more to come from the fellas, and we just can't wait. Well, before I let you go, let's do rapid fire. Now that we got the important stuff out of the way, I'll try and get to know you a little bit more on a personal level. There's no wrong answers. You just go for it, and we'll figure it out. All right, let's just start simple because you're a guitar player. G chord or C chord?
G.
Flintstone push pops or Choco Tacos?
Choco tacos.
You know what? I think I need to change that up. I have yet to have someone say Flintstone push pop. I think I'm going to have to make it a little bit harder because it always goes.
Where do you even get a Flintstone push pop?
I think the pool is the only place you can go get them anymore. At the snack bar. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And those are old. Those have been in the freezer for a while. Bungle in the Jungle or Welcome to the Jungle?
Welcome.
Soaked jeans or damp socks?
Oh, geez. The jeans, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Neither. I don't know.
I'd rather be pantsless and sockless. Let's just go that way.
I'll tell you, my daughter is rides horses. We're always at horse shows, and you're out there like 5 a.m. and the grass is always. I had to go out and buy. So I bought rubber boots. So you know what I mean. So I don't have it's miserable.
Yeah, you can't. You get that, especially like on the heel where you just feel it. Every step is just squishy. You don't.
You got the pruned feet. It's no
fun. Vanilla Ice or Ice Cube?
Oh, Ice Cube. That's
It's a little stall.
Well, I was thinking I thought you were gonna say like vanilla ice cream, so I got really confused there. Yeah. Then I was like the rappers. Oh yeah, no, Ice Cube. Yeah.
Would you rather fight a man with bear arms or a bear with man arms?
My son actually did fight a bear in our yard, but I'll go with the man.
Oh, wait, hold on. Your son fought a bear in the yard? You got to tell us about that.
It was one Saturday night. We were hanging out upstairs watching something, and we have a big dog. It's a Newfoundland, so he's like 135. Big. He looks like a bear. He's huge.
Yeah.
So that day we have a little dog. The little dog had chewed Ollie's collar. It had come off, and she had chewed it. So he didn't have a collar. So my son was taking him out to go to the bathroom about 9:30 at night, and we have bought conservation. So we have bears all the time. And we have a pond, and my wife always puts out bird seed for the ducks, which is basically says bears come eat bird seed off of our yard. So my son took the dog out, and there was a baby cub bear, and the dog went after the bear, and the bear got on top of the dog. I hear my son screaming. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on?
Yeah.
He took the bear. He shoved the bear off of the dog and grabbed the dog and ran in. He comes in. And he's 16 and he's a big shaking. He's like, he was freaking.
What? Yeah, because he just had to shove a bear off of a dog. My God.
And it was a cub. So, the mother's not far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So I did and my son did. I'll give him the credit.
See, now I would have taken it. I'd be like, I totally fought a bear, guys. It was great.
I would have said, Ollie, you're good. I'll be inside.
Honey, we need a new dog. I'm sorry. I'll explain later. Well, I'm glad the dog and the son and you guys are all safe after that ordeal. That's crazy. Well, awesome. Mike, thank you for humoring me again. So excited for the new music, Staind, Confessions of the Fallen, out in 2023. Get ready for it, and more from Staind to come. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Thank you for the time.
Listen, rate, share, subscribe. Discover new music now at WJJO.com, in the JJO app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Rock has a new interview every Thursday evening between 6 and 7. 94.1 JJO.